Yeah, bounce with me.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Basethebarber. Thank you for tuning in again. What I'm gonna be doing today is showing you how to turn this into this nice high bald fade taper with the number 2 against the grain. First off, you want to start off by combing out the hair so it makes it easier for the clippers to run through them and give it a more even cut. I'm gonna start off here with my 0 bald line, about an inch up from the back of the neck area, cleaning it up. What I'm gonna do is gonna take my lever and I'm gonna open it all the way, and I'm gonna go about an inch, maybe about half the height of that comb, about an inch consistently. Then after that, you're gonna want to take that and go halfway close and just mess around with it to get rid of that line that you just made. Just a little detail work. So with the number 1 guard, you want to come in and go up about an inch, just like we did in the last step. You can see the line forming there. Just attack that a bit, clean it up real good, make sure it's all clean and even. Just what's up guys? Hey, now you can see how I'm doing this. It's a little fun time. Take the half clip here, which is the little gray clip. You want to close that up and get rid of the line that you just made with that number 1. It's all about detailing. You know, you're gonna have to lower it and raise it up to your discretion. After you do that, start off with the number 2 guard, close, go up another inch on that. You see here, it's just cleaning up the little weight that's on top. Once you do that, you want to take that white 1.5 clip, go about midway and just close it as you are detailing. You'll learn to get used to where you need to open and close. Right here, I'm doing the number 1, open to close. Basically just detailing it. The higher the lever is open, the higher in the hair you can go. The lower you go on the head. Right here, same thing, 1 to close, basically detailing that number white 1.5 into that 2. Make sure it blends in flawlessly. Half clip here, I'm going underneath that number 1 clip. Like I said there, just detailing the work. You always want to detail your work as you go. At least that's how I do it. Makes it easier for me. Hope this helps you guys out. Here we're just gonna line up, simple line up behind the ear. You don't want to push nobody too back, so I like to just follow the natural hairline. Makes it nice and sharp. These Babyliss Pros FX are really good, really sharp. Definitely recommend them. Just lining up behind the other ear, just staying consistent. I'm the type, I like to go from one side to the other side on a haircut like this. Make sure everything's all good all the way around. Clean up behind the ear, bend the ear down, stay with a comb in your hand. So here for the bald taper on the side, basically gonna do the same steps we did in the back. We're gonna do the bald line from like the corner of his shape up all the way to the top of beginning of his ear. Same step, lever open about maybe half inch, I would say, just because we have less room to work with here. Do that about half inch, and you're just gonna close it, you know, halfway or midway, and just start taking out that line. So here we're doing the number 1 close, same thing. Like I said, this is all repetitive steps, man. It's all repetitive steps. Do the 1 close up, and we take the half clip, that little gray clip. I mess with it a little bit. I close it. I close it right away because I know what it's gonna do. When you're just starting off, you want to mess around with it. Start with it open, close as you go, as you need to. Same step, number 2. Go up. Everything here on the sides are like a half inch, since we have less room to work with. So you don't want to go up like a full inch, half inch if that. So do that number 2 line close. Then we come back with the white 1.5. This is one of my favorite guards here because it just makes blending a lot easier, because sometimes that 2 and that regular number 1 doesn't go together, so you have to use the white 1.5 in between the 2 and the 1. Number 1 open here again, like I was just saying, the 1.5 open. It just makes it that much easier to just detail your work, clean everything up as you're going, make it look nice and faded like that. All about your detail work, man. That's what stands out. Clean up detailing right here. I'm doing a number 2 with the grain. As you can see, I'm just hitting that spot where the little waves and the curls are. And then I took the number 2.5 and I went up against the grain. As I went with the grain, I'm just going to clean it up by going against it. Other side, very same steps as the back and the side. So I'm going to just let this play out a little bit. Let it, you can see what it's doing. Went in there with the half open, then close it midway to get rid of that first ball line. Right here I'm passing the number 1. Same thing, about 1/2 inch. And you guys can pause the videos, rewind, and all you want just to see, you know, exactly what I'm doing. I sped everything up for the sake of the length of a video. Hopefully I can do my best to explain to you vocally what I'm doing. So after that 1 there, I came in past the 2. Like I said, everything is all repetitive. Every haircut, it has the same steps. It's just all about how you go about it and what you do where, and know how to take care of it and handle it. Back with the number 1 white 1.5 flip. Just detailing it, fading in that number 2 into that 1. Right here, grab the 1 guard open, which makes it a 1.5. Just detailing underneath that white 1.5. So here, he wanted to take some off the sides here, but not too much, but still keep the top length. So what I did was I did a number 2 all around the nape area. The nape area is just right on the back side of your neck, right where I'm basically where I'm cleaning at. That's your nape area. So I'm gonna do number 2 close, regular against the grain. Against the grain. And I'm just gonna grab my number 2 clip, close it, and go with the grain, just so we can keep his waves going up top. Clean all that up. You want to follow your client's wave pattern when you're going with the grain, because if you don't, you'll probably make a nice little bald spot, if anything. Right here I'm going with the 2 open against the grain, which is a 2.5. Just like I said, cleaning up the fact that I went with the 2 with the grain on the top. As you can see, it's getting rid of those little waves, the little wave line there, just blending it in with that 2 in the nape area. It's all coming together. Like I said earlier, same steps all around. The 2 going with the grain, following his natural wave pattern, and I'm going 2.5 against the grain, getting rid of that little bulk line. It's all same steps all the way around, very repetitive. Once you master these steps, I wouldn't say master, once you know the steps faithfully and just know how to execute, cutting hair is going to become very easy. Once you know what each guard does, you just go right for it. Important step of the haircut, man, always clean up that front line. I'm passing the number 2 close, going with the grain, hitting them up with a fresh lineup right here. Yeah, those Babyless FX trimmers, man, they're sharp. One of the best trimmers I've ever had. Yeah, he's feeling himself. Look at him. Yeah, he's feeling himself. It's another angle. We're lining him up right here. Always remember, keep your client straight. You want to start in the middle of his hairline and work your way out to whatever strong side is, whatever's your strongest side. But always start in the middle, and it's just easier to make a straighter line when you start from the middle. Just cleaning them up here. Oh, a little inappropriate there, boy, but I like it. Let's keep it going. We got a little razor work. Sorry, fellas and ladies, if you're watching that, man. My guy was just feeling himself in the chair. I can't say nothing about it, man. I like my clients to have a good time, man. Make the experience a lot more better. So we're doing some razor work again. One crucial thing to know when you're doing razor work is you always want to stretch the skin away from the direction that you are shaving. So for example, here I'm going up, so I'm going to pull his skin down. Just the opposite way of whatever way you are shaving. Doing a little lineup work, and bam! Look at that cut, man. Woo! That boy was wolfing at first, but now he came out looking like a superstar. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a number 2 with the grain with a high bald taper. You like it? Like, comment, subscribe, share. Your boy Base will be doing a lot more of these. Thank you for watching it. I hope you guys learned something. DM me, get at me, and we'll talk more specifics.
Bounce with me. Ride with me.